Hey, happy Monday and sunny Monday, which is awesome. So, I am here to do our Monday Mojo or Monday motivational video. I don't know about you guys, but the last week with the weather shifting definitely did something for me. And knowing that even where I'm at in Nebraska, tomorrow is going to be in the 60s and already thinking about how I need to get my butt outside to get walking and doing something just to get in the sun. So how exciting. Well, I hope you guys all had a wonderful weekend, and we are now in March 1. So every month I do a topic. Last month was on posture and core and text neck and just really focusing on your body and how your body is affected by the way we sit, the way we stand. So if you missed some of those videos, please definitely go back and check it out. But if you are seeing me for the very first time because someone shared this or you just followed my page, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Angie Rose. I am the owner of Angie Rose Health Coaching, and I love to be able to just share once a week, at least video-wise, something to motivate you, to get you thinking about your health, thinking about what you're eating, how you're moving, what you're doing, and just really being aware. So this week, I want to talk with you about a surprising way or something that can happen that actually affects our cravings. And so the question I would ask you today is, do you struggle with carb cravings, sugar cravings, or even salt cravings? And if you do you really know why? One of the top reasons that people struggle with cravings is actually lack of sleep. When you are tired, what I tell people all the time, I tell my clients all the time, I said, I know when I'm tired, I make really crappy choices. I will choose things that are going to emotionally fulfill me, or they're going to give me a quick high or a quick boost so that I can get going for the day, which unfortunately creates a carb cycle or a craving cycle that just goes round and round and round until you stop it. So if you are someone who lacks sleep or consistent sleep or even deep sleep, more than likely one of the causes of your cravings are that right there. Now, I know that there are a lot of things that we can do, and we're going to talk about that hopefully a little bit more this month. But truthfully, getting to bed on time, making sure we're being very consistent with our bed routine, lights out time, and getting to sleep, whether it's during the week or on the weekend, it matters. I've talked about this in the past that I guess maybe I'm an old lady because it could be Saturday night and I'm still going to bed at 9 o'clock on a Saturday night because I go to bed at 9 o'clock on a Wednesday night. So it doesn't really matter to me because my body is in a cycle and I wake up at the same exact time every day, literally. My alarm clock probably doesn't even have to go off. I roll over, it is 5:45 a.m. and I'm wide awake, whether I want to be or not. So if you are someone who struggles with this, I want to share with you just a couple of the reasons why this affects us so much. So all of us have hunger hormones called ghrelin and leptin, okay, hunger and full hormones that are very, very connected with sleep. And when our sleep hormones like melatonin and just lack of sleep get off track, one of the things that happens is ghrelin and leptin are affected. So what ends up happening is it's like the gas pedal is pushed to the floor on hunger, on cravings, and even that feeling of fullness that we like to get. What ends up happening is it does not do what it's supposed to do because we've entered that cycle. So I just need you to know then your hormones really don't have a brake pedal. So I was telling my husband this weekend, I said, I was overly tired because there was a couple nights last week that I honestly didn't sleep well. And my husband and I think very differently, but he's like, well, just drink an energy drink today. And I'm like, the truth of the matter is that doesn't really help me because I'm going to have energy for right now. But what's going to end up happening is afterwards, I'm going to crash and I'm going to feel worse than what I did before I drank it. Start the cycle. hence the cycle of cravings and needing something to boost me. So I, of course, didn't drink an energy drink, especially a Bang. Those are the ones he loves. But it's the same thing that happens with food, with sugar, and with carbs, is that once I start eating them, it starts creating this up and down cycle of I feel better for a little bit, but give me 2 hours later or 4 hours later, and I'm right back in the same boat, but probably now there's a hole in the boat because I feel worse, right? All right. So what I want you to think about is really looking at this week your sleep cycles. And do you have a consistent bedtime? Are you getting to bed regularly as best you can on time? Are you making sure that you are not listening to music and sleeping with lights on and letting the TV run and all those kinds of things? Because those actually really don't let you get into that super deep sleep. People will tell me, well, I need those on so I can get to sleep. But the problem is you're never getting into that REM sleep, which is really, really deep, which really does affect the area of healing and restoration. So you get up and you really don't feel rested, which then creates that issue of the hormones being out of whack. The second thing that you can do when you know your sleep probably isn't the best is when you are choosing to eat. I want you to choose wisely, which is easier said than done, but really, really focusing on getting protein-dense meals. So making sure I'm getting meat in, eggs, fish, seafood, those kinds of things, as well as high fiber foods. So vegetables, fruit, whole grains, instead of going toward white flour, white sugar, white pasta, potato chips, and crapola. Okay. So stay away from those things because it isn't helping the situation in any way, shape, or form. The other thing, the last thing I want to add is water, water, water. Okay. The truth of the matter is when we are even 1 to 2% dehydrated, which I promise most of you are way more dehydrated than that. The issue is that it contributes to fatigue. So if you're tired all the time, but you're getting sleep, think about your water. How much water are you getting in every day? Because we will actually feel more tired when we are dehydrated, which instead of then drinking water like we should, we're eating crap snacks and we're eating junk and we're never feeling full. It's like an empty, bottomless pit. Okay? So the surprising way to stop carb cravings is getting enough sleep. So I would love in the comments below for you guys to share with me just how you feel you're doing with sleep. Are you getting enough? Are you consistent? Or is this an area where you struggle? So I hope this motivates you this week to be very aware. I know even trying to get more sleep is easier said than done because we all have a million things we should be doing. And usually after our kids go to sleep or 8 o'clock at night, we get a little second wind. I don't. Maybe you do, but I hear that a lot. And you guys get to going and get laundry in and got to get the dishes done. And then I got to pack lunches. And then before you know it, it's 11 o'clock and you didn't actually get to sleep the way you should have. So be more aware, stay motivated. Let's keep making good choices this week. And I hope that you can carry this through the week for your Monday Mojo. We'll talk soon. You can catch my tips this week as well if you are obviously following my page. If you're watching this, you are. And see how we break that down in the tips for the week, okay? Love you to share the video. Otherwise, have a great week. Enjoy the weather and sleep well. Talk to you soon.